Hello YouTube, my name is Artyom and this is my 2021 Fleetwood Discovery LXE 40G. Camper, Class 8, you might know if you're watching this video probably looking at one of those. I've been shopping around for a long time. We've been actually on the market since I think December of last year, and it took us some time to first decide which we need and second get it done for us, because actually I made a down payment on this thing in January I think, and we just received it on July 31st. But anyways, I started filming it when we just got it, which was 10 days ago. Didn't have time to finish, unfortunately. We moved to a little trip, couldn't, because you can stand and just needed to go somewhere, see how it feels. Right now I'm standing on the campground here in Lake Tarpon, Florida, and well, this is review / some experience on it already. And I wanted to start this review from the driver position, but I just couldn't get there without hitting my head from this drop-down bed, which was optional, and honestly kind of regret already for this. We thought it might be a good idea to have extra sleeping space when we really need it. So if you're 6'3" and you don't really need extra sleeping space, don't select this option. It's there on the list. You kind of, okay, let's, if you're getting such expensive bus, let's get everything. No, this thing is just, I had 12 zeros to score this bed versus my head, and I count only ones that really hurt. But anyways, let's get on the driver position. And well, let's start with the most important thing, of course. Here's your TV. You can watch it right in front of you when you drive. Kidding. Now, don't even think about it. You shouldn't be watching anything when you're driving. And if you think you will, well, Fleetwood took care of it, and when you start an engine, it's a nice, cool button right there. Just, keyless starts, TV goes off. So again, here's how you start and stop your engine. So you get the keyless entry. You don't have to be, hanging your keys in front of you here in old style. I'm not exactly sure about the position of the air brake, so that's your parking brake, and this unit has air brake and air suspension. It's too simple to accidentally push it here and push to release. If you're standing in a hill, you might go down. I'm not sure if I never tried it, maybe some kind of prevention, but that's what I'm thinking. It's 12-volt plug in here. Have the controls, of course it's not a climate control, but I have nice powerful AC, and there's another outlet, which is good. I will need to plug one of the cameras in here, just the dashboard camera. You have two of these units, and this big guy takes forever to load, but eventually gets there. I don't know if you can hear that, but I have this unit set on two cameras, so you can have two sides at the same time. You can switch between different modes, so there's 4 total cameras can be added, 4 channels. Have 3 connected by the factory, and I plan to get another one, so I have rear view, I have one side and another side, of course. And if you hear a little noise that's coming from outside, let me turn it off so you see the difference. That's the microphone, the outside microphone, in case somebody's screaming, which is a nice feature, of course, so you don't run over anybody. This big screen, because we had your radio, which I'm not really using, but they include, I think, actually 3 months of free satellite radio might connected later. You can also turn on cameras from here, and again, go between left, right. You don't have the modes here on this side. At least I didn't find it, but it helps when you do park or wide turns. And your navigation, I like the navigation. It really specifies all the vehicle information here, size and weight, and can advise you go and not go over some particular areas where the low bridges can be, or some budget bridges which are not meant for such a heavy vehicle. Down here, the remote controls. The aux start, it's allowing you to start the motor from using all the 8 batteries on board, the 4 for chassis and the 4 for the couch itself. And this start will just combine all the power together to get your motor running, engine running. The generator on-off switch, you got some USB plugs which I'm already using. You get radio from travel to park mode, and of course you can lock and unlock the door, which is a nice little feature. Yep. Gotta have masks near. It's the reality of 2020. What else? On this side, there's your normal wipers and lights. You can adjust pedals, which is I think actually a neat feature for somebody. Take them back, or you can put them forward. This switch is for your suspension, air suspension. So whenever it's right now it's in the parking mode. When you're getting ready to drive, you just switch it to drive, and it lifts vehicle up. And if you put it back to parking, it just lowers it down. Well, goes your dashboard and your steering wheel. I think the steering wheel is pretty comfortable. I mean, again, my first time driving any RV, and I have experience. Okay, I have experience of driving heavier stuff, and pretty comfortable. Not problem driving this thing. This is your transmission, so it's no sport mode, of course. Drive and reverse. No parking as well, because parking is when you put in neutral and do the parking brake. But you can have the manual shift, and actually if you read the manuals for the bus, which surprisingly I did, that's something you need to learn about, because you'll be using it if you're going up to hill, some mountains and some other different areas, which might be useful, like snow. Might be useful being in a manual mode. You have your controls, of course. That's for the main dashboard, which is a full screen, so there's everything digital. There's a few features you can set up there and see different things if you wish to, or don't see anything. You have phone, you can connect Bluetooth, and of course cruise control, which I tested, works fine. What else? You have auto lights, which I really like. I always forget to put them on. I mean, all my cars had the auto lights, so what a reason to remember about it. Auto lights, and here's you have your fog lights as well. There's like a key fob look like. There's the option to connect 2 more functions to the system on board, but can be additional. Of course, I'm probably gonna add maybe instead of plugging in camera in here, I'll add it as a feature, just to power on, power off. You have your mirrors adjustable right from here. This is the heater for the mirrors, and docking lights. In the back you have lights for parking, I think in the front as well, and shades. Actually, that's going to be down. This is the maximum it's going to go now, because we're in drive position, we're in engine running, but if you turn it off, it will go all the way down. So that's the only place where you have those motorized. Everywhere else is just I gotta pull them and release. Oh, now the neighbor can see me, so let's pull it back. Another interesting feature is this added thing called Mobileye. I'm not a big fan of the position of the Mobileye itself. I thought they could drop it down a little bit, so it's kind of there in your view. Not enjoying it too much, but it really helps. It helps you hold the line. If you go too close to left or right, if you start crossing the line, it will beep. And also does some other different things, like it shows you the distance to the vehicle in front of you, and when the distance is less than I think 2 seconds or 2.7 seconds, I remember it was in the manual, it will start beeping. So keep creating the dangerous situation, as well as it remembers the speed limit, so it sees the speed limit signs on the sides of road, and it will notify you what's the speed limit here. And again, if you reach 10 over the speed limit, it starts beeping. Since we're watching my on-road footage, let me point out a couple of things here. First of all, the wipers position, as you can see, on top now. It was changed from the previous years. It's new for 2021, and I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of it. I have experience driving in the northern regions, and I know how the roads south lower can be pretty dirty. All this dirt going to get on your windscreen. It's going to be big dead space right there, the blind spot. Also, as you can see, it's a rainy day, outside rainy evening. It's past 5 o'clock on July 31st here in Florida, and it's warm outside, still warm. And the ACs in the front, just when you're running the engine, is not really enough even for the driver, because you can feel all this warm air coming from the back, and especially have somebody sitting in the in the back position somewhere in the coach. you definitely need to run one of the ACs from the starter generator, one of the ACs, to make sure they're comfortable. I'm not sure what's going on with mirrors. They're pretty shaky, I would say, on the highway and the speeds. When you go slow, that's not an issue. Up to 45 miles per hour is not an issue, but we're reaching like 65 here, and they are really shaky. I'm not used to it because, again, I never drove something this size. Maybe it's normal. It's not normal for the small cars and trucks, of course. Overall, I'm enjoying the cameras, and that's really a nice touch to have the cameras. When I talk about seats, they are surprisingly comfortable. They're big, and yeah, I'm not sure what the adjustment I'm turning right now, but everything underneath there is, as you can see, is motorized. So back and forward, it's all adjusted by just this bottom switches, and you have the heater for your butt, of course. And on the passenger side, you also have this guy, leg support. Before we go any further, let's answer the most important question I bet no one who really is shopping for one of those is asking. How fast can it go to 60 miles per hour? I mean, what to expect? It's not a racing car. It gets there eventually, kind of. Yeah, it gets there. Now let's see how much space we get with the both slides in. As you can see, it's a narrow hallway here, but you can squeeze in. At least I'm managing to. We can access the kitchen, you can access dining room, you can get into the bathroom, of course, take a shower if needed. You can even use the bunk beds with both sides folded. Not as convenient, but when you open some of those drawers, yes, it's possible. And of course, you can go ahead and step into the bedroom, which will have a king bed, king mattress here. You can lay on it, you can get over it, but you can't walk around. Slides out, controls are right above the passenger seat. From here you can control automatic leveling system, and it's a good idea to level it before you put the slides out. Here in the front, and as you can see, there's the one with the key. That's the large super slide out, as they call it. And let's go ahead and start sliding it. You see the special locks here to prevent it, just like for security, prevent it from falling, I guess, when you're driving. And now it moves. Really scary when you do it for the first time, but getting used to it. And as you can see, the room is getting bigger and bigger. That's all your comfortable space now becomes available. Second slide out is much smaller, of course, so it's not as impressive. Kitchen. Flowers not standard, of course, but this unit is. That's convection oven dash microwave. It's kind of 2-in-1. Have your cooking surface here, induction, and I like the safety feature on this. It's not going to be heating up unless you put the special induction pot on it, which is a nice safety feature. Let me close it. Sink. So there's a sink in here, and this is removable if you want to clean the sink, clean around. A lot of dishes gonna fit in there, as well as in your dishwasher, which is again standard on this unit. It's big enough for even those tall glasses. Have some space here, and this is a bunch of it's comes standard with the unit water pressure regulator. Have another bag for the vacuum cleaner. I have this hose for tires. If you need to adjust pressure on the tires, you can do it from outside the unit. I'll show you later. Since we mentioned the vacuum cleaner, that's where it hooked up. That's a plug-in for a centralized vacuum cleaner. Fireplace, nice feature. I like it, makes it feel more like home, and this can be actually used as a heater as well. You have the speaker right here, you have a TV on, and I like actually, you can see the cameras are on, and there's a little switch in here which can you can just switch between cameras, and I like this feature because there's no window here in the kitchen. So if you hear some noise on the other side, on this side, and you want to know what's going on, just get the cameras on. That's the same cameras, so using the same cameras when you're driving, the mirror cameras and one in the back. And there's also, you can hook up the fourth camera, which I do plan on using. And yeah, I plan to use it more kind of on top of the front area, so you can see it as well. But anyways, a bunch of storage here and there. You have those nice flyers, which I'll probably throw away. I'm not sure if the Fleetwood helps and somebody gonna be giving them away for friends and family. Space under the sink for your trash, but the good news, at least this space is taken advantage of, and yeah, there is a pretty deep shelves in there. You can put your DVD or whatever you need to store there. That's how the TV hooked up. This is usable. Behind it, it's just behind the fireplace. It's just not usable. But anyways, it was changed for 2020. In 2020 had like 3 separate shelves. Now it has all together. I'm not sure if we like it more or less. We'll see how it works for us. My wife didn't like it. I think it should be placed less stuff to get broken or loose. This thing goes out as additional cutting area, and there's a bunch of remotes. That's actually kill this TV. Everything is on board, is on those remotes, one way or another. Except I think the fridge is not on the remote. Everything else is. Here's your vent, your dining area. Cooking table is adjustable in many ways. You can bring it down all the way and have this area turn into another sleeping area. I'm not sure how comfortable it's going to be. Probably not too comfortable, but if you need it, it's there. There's a space inside the couch actually to take advantage of. Not too deep, but it's on both sides. If you lose this little latch here, you can bring it forward and back, turn around, so it's adjustable. Position is really adjustable where you need it. Storage on top, that's deep, so a lot of things should be able to fit in there. I have a second couch right here. I like it. I like how it's stretched, how it's made. It's gonna be out of here tomorrow because that's going to be my office area, my office desk areas. Control panel, home screen, have all the voltage in here, water. Mostly everything can be controlled from this panel. Heated floors in the front is standard, in the back optional. We have 3 AC units, we have vents, all the lights from here. Really convenient, mostly everything from here. I think that's it for living room. Overall, it's spacious. I like the overall quality of the bus. I don't regret we got it. I think we made a right choice after a few months of being around dealerships and going to the show. But a few things I would address. This leg is new. It was changed for 2020. Used to be the oval shape. I'm not sure why they changed it. I think it looked nicer before. It has those sharp angles, rectangular form now. And if you can see it, I'm not sure how can you tell from the video, but this distance from the end of carpet to this corner is much larger than that distance from this corner. So this table stands, it's not parallel to this line. It's an angle. This little detail I see, I don't like it, and I wish it would be different. I'm pretty sure now if it'd be $1 million couch, I would be complaining with the manufacturer about it, since it's not. It's kind of expensive still, but it's not like a top unit. Same thing with the handle here. This corner is much higher than that corner, so it's a little on narrow angle. and I don't like the sim here. I already addressed it with the dealer. They said it's probably, you know, they can do it as a warranty repair, but it's really ugly already here in the few areas. I hope they can change the whole panel. I'm not sure why they didn't use the full piece of whatever it is, the laminate in here. I mean, overall quality is pretty good. I'm not complaining. You know, the doors are solid. Let's go to see the restroom, the bathroom, since we opened it. Ouch. Yeah, that's got advice from one of my guys already to change this to same kind of design for the slide doors, because you'll be hooking up pretty often this handle. It's not wide enough to avoid it. Full-size shower. That's one of the main reasons we got into this unit. Let's go see kids' room. Yeah, the tower hangers are here. It's a bunk bed, and I would say it's pretty spacious in here. You can use it as the playroom as well for at least, you know, for some traveling. Put another carpet inside, and it's a really nice, neat corner. We have just one kid and my daughter, so we're gonna be removing this mattress and turning into like a books and toys area storage. Have the net standard, which can be hooked up right here for safety. Space in there, deep light, DVD, same on the bottom, and you have more space under the bed. So yeah, it should be enough to fit all the toys and everything she needs. Nice little room. And from here we can go to the bedroom. The right size bed is here, king of course, and plenty of storage underneath it. Just raise it up and yeah, you can fit in there. Deep cabinets on the side, a lot of things can fit in those. And also a nice shelf, and I have the controls for lights, and you have the electro plugs, USB and 110s there on the side. Same on the other side, you have the plugs here as well, and there are more control when you lay down. You can see them on top. There's a control panel for all the lights. You can kill those here, and also there's a switch for cameras. That's the same thing as I showed you in the living room. On this TV you can view cameras around. Cameras connected. There's 3 out of 4 connected now. We're going to use all 4 of them eventually. And yeah, really nice feature. If you hear something outside when you lay in the bed, you can just turn on TV and switch between cameras. Look what's going on. Let me put on the light. Should give you a little more visibility here. It's much better now. And well, let's continue. There's more cabinets here. They're not as deep as ones behind around the bed, but it's still some space. There's more shelves here, more shelves on top of it, and the bottom cabinet, actually there's no shelves. There's all electrical breakers, safety, everything is here. Yeah, those 110s and 12 on top, and you also have controls for ACs here. It's a manual kind of override. You can turn on the ACs. Stockable washer and dryer behind this door. You can wash all the clothes on the one trip. Decent size for a trip size, I would say. This little box here is the sensor for carbon dioxide, and manual shades, of course, as everywhere. This window, actually, that's an emergency exit, so if you need to get out of the bus, it's here, and some space underneath. Get my back in there, but I thought of fitting something usable because it's a pretty big area. And the wardrobe, the light comes on automatically as soon as you open it. It's somewhat spacious. I mean, again, it's an RV, so can fit some of outfits in here, and the shelf for shoes there, and I also have all the decals. They detach from the bus because we have the custom painted version, which I'll show you next video. And well, I think that's enough for the interior of this RV. I just want to end up with some positive footage showing this what called the accent light in the evening. At night when it's dark outside, looks really cozy, and I really like it, especially with the fireplace on. And most of the lights on board can be adjust brightness adjuster, so we can have really nice bright light, or you can just have the cozy, you know, barely visible lights from the ceiling. And I'll follow up with another video showing all the exterior features, everything outside. I appreciate you watching this video. We're gonna be doing some traveling. We plan to actually do 48 states within a year, and well, hopefully within a year. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see some updates. I'm gonna be posting videos here, and thanks again. Thanks for watching.